Ah, that's better. How's this for an idea? I was at this auction house and I bought a bunch of camping gear and all that sort of stuff. Now one of these big tents is worth like $400 or $500 or something. I don't know. New. It's got to be worth a couple $100. It's real sandy inside. It didn't have any pegs, no tent pegs. So I devised this idea. I think that's in shaku, or that's in left-handed in metric there. Now, I devised this idea. I found this tubing at a different store. Lo and behold, I found it at my dinky place. Hey, how about this for a... I'll just do a scan. This is called Comeli Power. And so I found these the other day, these things. I'm just doing a scan here just to show you. She's a bird. Swing. Have a look at this truck I'm about to show you, right? This bird, she's having her lunch. She just hopped in that truck. She drives that thing. Look at this. She drives that bloody great big beast. And she's a bird. Yeah. Well, a lot of blokes are going to be jealous about that. A lot of soy boys or something. Can't do shit. And you got birds like that out there. Now, what I found was this... turns out these, you get these a 5-pack for $10, and they're these flexible things. And I found out with these tent things, they use the same shit. Alright, so here's my idea. So I've got this tubing, 9x5mm, that's outside diameter. Utilise that unit right there, the old vernier caliper, to find inside diameter is roughly 8mm, like nigh on. And these things are 8mm. And therefore, they're right on 8mm. And this is like sort of 8.2 or something, 8.1. Got to go and get some Bond, that just reminded me. And look at this. Beautiful fit, right? Just freaking beautiful. So I'll cut them and glue one, so I cut these pieces. I'm going to cut that into what, 24 pieces or some shit. I've got 2 of these, that's right. 12 pieces for this, 12 pieces for that. And then go from there and make my own tent poles. Yes! And this is going to look really professional. I'm going to tell them that that in whom it might buy it. Because I sold a tent for way too cheap, and another bloke said to me, hey, I want that tent, I want to buy it off you, and I'll give you extra. And I'm like, oh, sorry, I already sold it, I'm an idiot. I sold it for way too cheap. Anyways, now the problem with this big tent thing, it's really sandy on the inside. I don't know if they used it for a sandblasting unit or something like that. So I'm gonna see if I can get the power washer out. If I can clean her up, you know, I might. Who knows? After this was cheap, $10, and that was like $5. 2 of them, $5 each, I think it was. So I put $20. You know, I just like the idea of doing it. Got the rig. I'm gonna pull the carburetor apart. I've been saying it for years. And I want to test this battery stuff. So I want to test. I've got a 12 volt, couple of 12 volt batteries in the rig, and these are 12 volt. What I'm going to do is old school batteries were 6 volt, weren't they? This would be 12, isn't it? That's what they are these days. I can frickin' say somewhere. It's most of it's in the master language. Zig English. Yeah, I tried charging this a bunch of times. Taiwanese shit. Look at that. Actually, they make the best semiconductors or whatever the hell in the world. But anyways, now I'm gonna get a new tie. I'm gonna have to get some muffler. It blew out another even bigger hole, and God, it's loud. There's no back pressure now, so it ain't too. I'm gonna have to get another tire. Maybe do that. You know, I'm gonna put some time into this rig too. But so I've got a couple of missions going on. Tomorrow I've got another mission, and yeah, so I'm just plodding along, and the weather is absolutely freaking gorgeous. It's going to be like 25 degrees. And luckily there's the lotto booth over there. Luckily I don't have enough money to go and buy a lotto ticket to get scammed. Never win that shit. Alright, let's get back to this.
Now we detected music. You can't do that.
As I say, I forgot to eat. And this chicken I found doesn't exactly look too good anymore. I'm like, oh shit. Crowy and his mates, Crowy brought over his new girlfriend or whatever, and so the other day, and so they're going to be pretty happy because it ain't that bad. I was thinking, shit, I could eat it, but I've got a mission on the morrow and I don't want to be ill or anything like that. So that's that. In fact, that was the other day, right? And this very day, I go to the bloody this recycling place and drop off a bunch of shit, and I go, hang on, I put some of last night's food that I cooked up, chicken, new batch, and curry and rice and broccoli, and chopped a bunch of broccoli in there, load of broccoli I got. And anyway, no one gives a shit about this story. And so today, well, it's nigh on noon now, I guess. So I go to the recycling centre. I'm like, shit, I forgot to eat. I forgot to eat again. Seriously. Like, I put it in the microwave, put on the thingy thing, and off I went and cleaned up shit. And I forgot to eat, and so I figured, right, I could go and get some food. You know, I want to go into that bloke's place one day, and shit, I should have gone in now, really, and see what he's got. You know, I'll do that sometime. I've seen his car there a few times of recent times. He might have a battery too. Yes. So yeah, I don't really want to change the tyre on my own. Those little bastards are bastards to get off. But there's a bloke at this motorcycle shop that he usually does that for me on the mates rates, so that's cool. Now, back to the story. So I figured, all right, I'll go back and get that food out of the microwave. I'm thinking, is that freaking microwave? Is that the type that, like, you heat something up and beep, it tells you 2 minutes later and keeps telling you, oh yeah, and all day long it's going to do that? And shit. So I went back there, had a meal, Buddhist temple and Buddhist crypt. So there's the temple and there's the crypt. And so I figured I'll go back there and do that. Just reminds me every now and again, like many other people do, concerned people, like good people, they check in on hungry fat chick and seeing what she's up to. And in fact, there was some news today as I was sitting on the throne. You don't want to hear that. And of what's that? Tammy Slater or Slayton or whatever, of the 1,000 Pound Sisters show. She's gone through her weight reduction surgery and lost a shit ton. So surprisingly, you know, young enough to sort of maybe get through this. So good to see. Not great for ratings. But I think the show's cancelled anyways. You know, they're like, oh, we don't want to have these people on our deathbed. You know. I know his name. Your Destiny. Nice, huh? Gorgeous day today, just gorgeous. Anyway, so she's got a weight reduction thing, and I think hungry fat chick's been AWOL again for this time like 6 days. And last time she was AWOL, she ended up in hospital twice, right? Just in the last few months. So, and then she gets out of hospital and she's like, oh, they're really nice, and then straight back tucking in the shit again. You know, it's got to, and there's so many people are just so supportive of that, and there's so many others that just like, you know, are considered negativity, you know. No, good people say, hey, you know, doctor now. I used to write doctor then, but I've been shadow banned from my messages and shit on people's, on other channels. I think even channels that I don't subscribe to Hungry Fat Chico, but you know, even the people I do subscribe to, you know, you log in with some other device, and oh, lo and behold, my messages just aren't there. Apparently eventually they come back or something, but whatever, you know. Bad people will do bad things. And go, oh, you're the, and spin doctor that and say you're the bad people. Nah, I'm thinking that this, you know, because they're thinking the dough, right? These people, the Hungry Fat Chick, loses subscribers and views, equating to money, you know, advertisement, right? Which makes money for bad people. You know, like, they encourage this shit. They encourage this destruction because there will be another person coming along next once they get done with her. That's just evil, man. That's just freaking evil. Anyways, how's this for interesting? Some people are curious about, they ask me every now and again, you know, about, oh shit, this is the Ichiban Nagai. Let's see if we can get through this. Yes, there we go. That's the Ichiban Nagai, the longest time traffic light in the world. Anywho, yeah, some people ask me about living in Japan and you know, how it would be and blah blah blah. And in fact, just the other, not so long ago, last week or so, I was in this town and I just happened to wander along, and I happen to notice they're about roughly the same distance I am from the centre of town, really, say by train about 20 minutes, and which is alright, but that area is like really busy. There's a shit ton of El Cheapo apartments because there's a lot of students in that area, there's unis, high schools, blah blah, and they do the alibaito, meaning the part-time job. And so in the springtime, like when the weather's on, it's ridiculous. It's been going into winter and back to spring, and winter and back to spring. It does it all the time. It scams you. And Kingdom Come, just give you the prize. So there's a lot of babes around there, you know, wearing their mini skirts at this time. Not that I noticed that such thing. Anyways, and I noticed that one of these real estate agents right in the centre of this town was advertising apartments, and I noticed the cheapest one, which ain't bad. I guess the building itself might look a bit derelict, but it's all refurnished, or they go in there and do all the walls and do all the wallpapery things, and they do the works. And it ain't bad. I mean, you know, it ain't Bangladesh, you know what I mean? Yeah, it ain't like Sydney King's Cross. It's alright, you know, and you get your probably on the second floor or something, but you probably hasn't got an elevator, you know. But for young people, it's fine. You've got your, I think they call it a 1DK or something, some bullshit like that. And so pretty much the same thing as I'm living in, which is wonderful. But I've got a garden and all that stuff. Mine, I figured out today, equates to, I've got a car space too, right? This is why. A car space, you got to pay for that. And hang on. Get there, very classy. Get a crow or a hawk. So mine equates to, with a car space, got a garden area, got a space to put all my stuff outside, you know, the washing machine, the scooter, and the bicycles, and all the bull dust. And it equates to $217 US per month. 90 seconds walk to the supermarket, 7 minutes walk to the beach, and it's got all the amenities you could ever need. You know, the banks, the train station, the whole shebang. And not far from one of the major universities and all that sort of stuff. And so I noticed one of these places in the center of this town, this real estate agent, the cheapest one they had, equated to $160 per month. Okay, so that's significant when I say per month, and emphasize that because in my shithole country that has no culture, you'd be looking at 1,000 to there or whatever, I don't know. And that close to the city, you know, it'd be a bit over an hour's walk from the city if you wanted to walk it. But, you know, to cycle ain't that bad at all. And everyone cycles, right? Yeah. And so I went around the corner, and there's a supermarket there. All the stuff you need. There's like 3 supermarkets in the vicinity. Loads of students. Blah blah blah. And I was like, well, I don't know about that. And one was even cheaper. And I pumped out the figures, equating that, and it equated to $144 per month. And the place looked alright. You got your little loft there, and you got your thingies. And sometimes people Airbnb them out, live there and Airbnb their loft out. You know, a lot of people, which I think they made it illegal, whereby a lot of people started renting. Well, over the last few years, very few people have been able to get into the country, right? Oh, very classy. Gonna go slower again. I just saw some butterflies. This is butterfly season, so you don't want to kill them, and moths and shit, or whatever they are. Not so many right here right now, but over where I'm gonna go, there was plenty of them. There's one right there, so you could easily run a few over. Anyways, I'm no Jane Monk or nothing. I'm just better than you, but not my loyal Ronin, obviously. Now, if you want to become a loyal Ronin, you could subscribe. Like Kentucky Ballistics when he says that, now he's got 3.85 million subscribers. What have I got? My channel doesn't grow because I got, you know, shadow ban and all that stuff because of you know, my better political views. Anyways, so yeah, this joint, well, let's get back to that. Equated to $144 per month. Now, some people were, when people were flooding into the country, Airbnb and these things, like, would rent them out, furnish them, and Airbnb these things out, and doing that business-wise, and then people would be, you know, which is illegal to do so. People told me about it and like shit. You know, I could have easily been involved in that because I go to an auction regularly that has all the stuff you need, like, to fully furnish a place out in regularity. I could fully furnish 50 apartments out, you know, if the money was coming in. But who the hell wants to deal with someone coming along for a few days and, you know, all that bull dust? But, you know, it's an angle. But yeah, the significance of it is, yeah, look how it's, what, $46 that work out to be. Yeah, like something like $45-46 a week, you know, to rent a place like that out, which isn't so bad. And it's got all the little restauranties around, and there's quite a bit of work around now. A lot of these manufacturers and stuff, for instance, but they're further out. They've got dorms and all this sort of thing. Just simply over the last few years haven't been able to get anyone to work for them. So a lot of Chinese and Indonesians and Koreans and whatever, and some of them stipulate they don't have to speak the language, but they go, oh, but some situations they need you to be able to read kanji, you know. So it sounds so stupid, but the thing is, the Chinese and for the most part Koreans too, they can read Japanese, and the Chinese and Japanese kanji is the same. It's just pronounced differently. So that's probably what they're on about. Anyways, let me get to this. Anyways, yeah, so there are other like alibaito jobs around. There's loads of dudes from Nepal. They've set up all kinds of schools and stuff in Nepal and those dudes can speak Japanese, and as soon as they get off the freaking boat, it's amazing. Anyways, see all these butterflies and shit everywhere, and try not to run them over. Anyways, there's a whole lot of other work that's been advertised too, for like working in hotels, be it at the desk for customer service for foreigners and shit like that, or you know, housekeeping and all sorts of shit. So there's a whole lot of sort of, you know, shitty jobs around, shitty paying jobs around, but look at the freaking lifestyle, you know what I mean? So if you're getting like, you know, every Monday, Tuesday night you hear, you know, dudes out there with AK-47s and just having a right good laugh and shooting people, you know, get out. You know, just get out, you know. Look at the lifestyle you have here. Who gives a shit if you don't make much money? All these rich dudes, they've just got shit lives, because what do they do with their lives? They just try to make more money, and they're surrounded by all these bad people, and they're all compromised. Fuck that, you know. Lifestyle, mate. If you can just make enough, there you go. Well, I did manage to get at least some. There's my 12-volt battery right here. So that other little battery is. I'm gonna put that anywhere, somewhere. I don't know where. Oh, I think I'll plonk that back in anyways. Yeah, that's stuffed. So I've never ever has the electric start worked, and it doesn't. Key on, it don't do nothing. But we take the positive out, and then I've just got that speaker wire from that unit over there. Hey, it's running, giving me 12 volt through it. It's probably going to warm up real quick, but anyways, there's a beep 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 beep. That never worked, like ever. Yeah, let's try putting this bag in. Stick that in there, and we've got a horn. It's the only thing that works. Yeah. God damn it. Anyways, I believe that because this thing don't start too easy, kicking it, I reckon the idle jet's blocked. Yes. Well, something's blocked, so I'm going to pull the carby off and clean it. Yes. I better take this off before it gets too warm. And seems to be okay. So I was trying to run a test for continuity. I don't know, is that the one we've got? Isn't that a display for a diode or something? I don't know. Anyways, I was trying to test for continuity. Nothing happened. The fuse was okay though. I checked that, and that showed something. Showed signs of life, so that's good. And so I found that now that I found out that the horn worked. Key on. So I pressed the horn button, right, without power connected, and hold on, now it's not doing that. Oh, there we go. Doing something. And now it's not doing that. What the? Insane. Oh, there we go. Some kind of strangeness. There we go. There's some somethings. Something in the way she wooed me. Yes, so very, very strange. I don't know, electronics, man. Oh, that did something. Look at that. Some kind of, and back to nothing. I don't know. What about the ohmy things? Ohms. Yeah. Oh, what's the ohms? Yeah. That did something. It's doing something at least. There you go. There's some kind of continuity. Oh, yeah. Back to 1. Right, so we got that. But we ain't got nothing else. Don't! You gotta love that. When taking off side panels and stuff, and who puts these star type head screw? Who even has a frickin' star type head thing to driver for that anyway? So devise this unit here. It'll work for that one. So it might work for this one. Look at that. Ooh. That seems to be okay. Hey? And who's gonna put back the starry things? I don't want to put back this. It might work. Yeah, that might actually work. Oh god, what stupid screws! Yeah, has that ever happened to you? You get back to the rent, you get back to your toolie place, and you look at the pack and you've gone, oh shit! And they're different type of getter outery thingy doodads. You know, has that ever happened to you? It's happened to me. That's why I have these doodads. God damn it! And the plot thickens. Yeah. Oh, we have a working starter motor. That never happened before. Yeah. Right, we're digging in. God damn it. Alright, I'd love to have this thing being able to start under its own electrical power. Now, somewhere between there and there. God damn it and dang nabbit. Anyways, but the main issue. Ooh, we see some issues here. What's going on there? Some splitting in there, which might. Where does that go to? God damn it! Right, there's your air filter. That go to motor, and there's a crack in that. The plot just keeps on thickening. God damn it and damn nugget. I reckon that filters stuff too. I wonder what my plug's like. Let's pull that out if we can. Well, that's interesting. Now I'm going to try again, but I believe, judging based upon my my electrical knowledge, God, which is pretty much null and void. But I'm not getting any continuity between this wire here to the starter motor. I took the starter motor off, took it to the bench, rigged this up. It worked. Put it back here. Didn't work. Pulled the starter. I figured out shit. I must have. Oh, zizzles. I must have burnt it out. You know, too much current out of this thing or something. I mean, that's 12 volt. That's 12 volt. That's 12 volt. It is. I've even checked it again. So it didn't go. So I pulled it apart, and the brushes I used toothpicks to hold the brushes, and I popped it back in. I'm thinking, maybe the lube I used, I sprayed a bit of lube into it. It turns out it's yeah, it is flammable. But I knew it was flammable. I figured I'd just blow it out, and that'd be good. And I figured I'd probably create a short and burn it out. And here's me using toothpicks to hold the brushes in, pop it back together, stick it in here, and it went. I'm like, hang on a second here. So it turns out the bonehead here, he decided that he better get some emery paper, sandpapery stuff on the connections here, because it was just a connection. Let's try again, shall we? Woo! Ooh. Ooh. That's the first time it's ever done that. Now I'm thinking, alright, I'm going to give it another go to see if I actually do have some formulations of continuities, which I don't. Why am I talking like this? Because I'm a bit slow-po, that's why. Now, okay. Alright, well, I like the sound of that. Let's give it a bit of freaking juice. Try that again. Oh, shut up. I don't even know definitely like to bring juice up. I wonder if that... I'm curious to see if this crack here is actually... I'm going to try a few things. Blow some CRC or brake cleaner into that and see if that's sucking. Yeah, this has been a total hassle to start, to get it to go. Yes. Once the motor's warm, she's sweet. I might pull that plug. I said I was going to do that. No one cares about this story, but I'm thinking, right, wouldn't it be rad? Because this is a 50cc. That's actually an old year, but they send me a letter, but they don't send a sticker anymore. And you just pay that. It's like $20 a year to have this registered. But with 50cc's, you don't have to get a shuck in, which is like roadworthy ticket every now and again, as you do with cars or bigger bikes. They call these bikes, I call them scoots, but anyways. Alright, well that's something. I'm thinking jerry-rigging this up to there. I wonder if I could fit it in there and just whack my helmet on there. This bastard here, there's my pack rack, and I've gone and freaking snapped that off because that was all rusted, and yeah, I was spraying it and it let go. And I was thinking, shizzle whizzle, I had all these taps and all cool tap wrenches and stuff. In fact, I might have a cool tap wrench still in one of those toolboxes I had, but I've got one over here. But there's a really cool tap wrench. Oh, yeah, I probably sold that off. I go, yeah, take that too, and then, you know, 2 weeks later, oh, I'm such a dickhead, giving things away. Actually, this super hot bird shows up and bought this canopy thing, and it turns out it had a little tear in the things. I put some tape on. I said, oh, sorry, I didn't. Hey, how about you take this, and she brought her kids along, and I said, oh, I'll take that, and all this camping gear and stuff. So those kids are gonna love it. These type of tents you twist and fold up, and then you twist them out and they go boing, and then they're great for like at the beach and whatever, and little camping chair, and you know, all this stuff like that. They're gonna have a ball. So that's good. It feels great when people sort of go on their way and they give you great feedback. Oh, you know, she wrote something like I felt totally peaceful or something. There's some kind of thing they say in Japanese to be around that dude and to interact. So yeah, no, she was really nice. Okay, now let's get back to this. But yeah, I'm thinking what a laugh it would be to jerry-rig that battery to that, right? Because you don't have to have a shark hand. Maybe just put some coverings over it, but you got to let it breathe a bit because of the acids or whatever. Now, so I went through my resources here, and I found that I do have. I've got a. What's that? Oh, alright, that's a 4mm tap, and I established. What have I got here? Where'd you get all these tools from? Oh, you don't just get them overnight. I didn't know I had that one. You gather these over many years or something like that. You acquire these over many years. Yeah. There's an 8mm tap right there in here. So that's good. And I know I've got a tap wrench in here somewhere. There we go. Freaking A. Now, Oh, that was a line out of that movie, car movie with Clint Eastwood in it. That Chinese kid or whatever. He says, Mahong, whatever. No one's seen that movie. Great movie though. All right, now Gran Torino. That's what it's called. So I do have it tapped. So I'm gonna have a go at drilling that bastard out. And then, just my luck, I'll pop the tag. Might have to think about that some more. Alright, we'll put a plate behind there. There you go. That's a good idea. Some steel plate or something. We'll figure something out. Yep. Always figure some bullshit out. I reckon this would be a rad laugh if I could do something about my carburation system. God damn it! Oh, I'm going to pull that plug and see what's going on there. I do believe I've got plenty of spark. I think the idle jet's in a bad way. I reckon that filter's probably way dirty. I want to find out. It didn't seem to be suction from there, but I'm going to find out right now. Spray something there to see if it's sucking. Okay, this whole bike sucks. Oh dear, check this out. My exhaust system. This broke off. I thought I just had more of a hole in it, but nah, this is totaled. Oh, she's got a bit of a sound to it. Okay, now pull the plug. Seems a little bit rusty right on the end, but it's okay. Rusty condensation maybe from sitting all that time. Right, let's I haven't had a right good wrap on this thing for ages. Let's get this sorted out. Whack that there and check out the zappy wappy situation. Oh, plenty of zappy wappies. Ooh. Okay, so it's got lots of lightning in it. Just as I suspected. No. We're going to have to go deep undercover. I'm talking deep undercover. Axel? Yes. I've got all my heart there. Okay, now. Shit. My. We just had a very interesting development. I haven't bothered to get stuck into that just yet. So I figured, alright, let's try this connection thing again with some stuff that's that could carry a bit more current through where the battery generally is supposed to go, right? And so what I did was, how do I do this with just put that there. Oh, that's safe. Now, that's not, just, I don't know, it's probably safe, but let's just, what I'm going to do is put this one, I've connected to where the battery would generally go, that battery, but that battery's stuffed. It won't charge, won't hold a charge. That's stuffed. I tried to charge it many times, it just won't. And I've got a brand new charger, I've got my old school charger over there, I've got boost, all that, which I don't use. Didn't use it, probably did. Alright, shut up. Now, that thing there, key on, check this out. I'm going to touch this on the oh! That's through this wiring. Yes. So, we do have connectivity, continuity, continuity, contours. Ooh. Now, if I turn that off, well, that won't do shit, will it? Because it's just, it's still going to try. Well, that's a development, at least. So, we can get to there. Now, all I've got to do now, I figure, is rig up a battery system directly to there, right? And bypass where it ain't working. Which isn't exactly what you're supposed to do. But I reckon like this, from there to there is electricity, that, not that. That's the technical term for it. Okay, brain. Try to work more. Okay, brain, doll. Right, so negative continuity is working, but the positive is hooked up. So what we'll do is we'll lose this positive wire now, and somehow tuck these two on there. Yeah, how about that? Can't do that whilst holding camera. Hey, that's why we got that. Yeah, I got that little unit over there, don't I? Look at that little unit. Oh, that'll work, won't it? Oh, it could be asked, but yeah, right. That old budge. I've got a few over there too. I think I must have gotten rid of. Whatever. Right, now upon further inspection, we reckon, yeah, mate, that the negative works in through there. Positive is shit. That's what's happening. But alas, I reckon that if I simply rig up a high tension wire, high tensile, high torsiony electricity thing, we found a few. All right, now rig up some kind of bizzo. That's the techo term in Australia, and we can just go and it'll go. Now, if I can get the freaking thing to go. Okay, now let's play carburetors. We'll move that thing first. Electrical fires, but don't worry, we have some like 30-year-old, literally 30-year-old found in the Ninja Mura fire extinguishers. Yeah, they say after a certain amount of years they won't work. But anyways, now what we're going to do is, I presume, because it hasn't been going for months, and it's always a bust to start when it's cold, and it won't always. But when you get the revs up, it'll go. So I believe, in general, that the idle jet's blocked and has been for a long time. And then when you do get it to go and you get the revs up, and boom, it just runs out of fuel real quick, runs the bowl out. But I reckon the needle and seat's all gummed up right now, because that has never kicked over ever that quick. I've been using this and kicking 1,000 times. This postie guy rolled up and he's, oh, hey Darren, yeah, I'll give you a hand, I know how to do this. I'm like, mate, you know, I'm trying to, because I felt not embarrassed, but just sort of, I know what's going on with this, mate. It happens all the time. I just couldn't be asked. I said, you know, I've been doing this a while. Been playing with that bloody thing in there for many a time. Okay. He's this little big man talking. Look, this big man talking. I'm worried about getting into that. You bastard. All right, let's dig into this. Be curious about my fuel flow. I reckon the filter's like just not happy. I'm just dawdling now. Well, I traced Dawan back toward Dawan and found that that's the main power, and there's the negative that leads toward the switchy poo up there, and somehow that switch connects to that knee bone there. I reckon that switch is something ain't good there, and something well, this switch has got issues and all, yeah, because I'm not getting any continuity going on regardless of what I do with. So it's something to do with that and that, possibly. God damn it, electrical bullshit. Hey, I was supposed to be running around throwing spears at tigers and deers and shit, not this. Well, there was fuel in the float bowl, but I believe I'm having some kind of vacuum issues. No. Yes, maybe. Well, I think the needle and seat was stuck there. So we're gonna mess about with that. Finally into this carburetor. There's your main jet there. And, right, I'll whip this float off and try and find that mini jet. And keep going. God, what a bastard of a thing. That's an electric little pump to pump that little diaphragm-y thing to bring down this stuff that goes pew. Very technical stuff. Well, that'll have to do for now. Just 7:15 now. God, that carburetor, man, can't believe how finicky. The orifice on the I did find the idle jet. Main jet was pretty clogged up too, in a way. You couldn't really see much through it. That idle jet's got the tiniest of allowance for fuel to flow, and but yeah, there's clogging. The filter itself is non-existent. There's just like black soot. Having flooding issues now. I do believe that diaphragm of the pump is working now, but it's tremendously easy to flood it, you know. So I pulled the plug out many a time. Go down. I'm gonna let it sit for a few days. Not even bothering to make a noise with that bloody thing. God, I do get it to fire up that exhaust, but it did fire a couple of times. Yes, and then it just flooded again. But if I let it sit for 10 minutes, it'd be all right. But again, I'll give it another burl. Does this to me every year, man. Yeah. And it floods, and it don't want to go, and then you don't know if you've flooded too much, but I have a few plans for that system. Yes. You sprayed too much of this brake cleaner down there. That's highly explosive stuff. And I was hoping that would just go boom, but it's just backfiring out of the non-existent exhaust. So we'll get it around to it. We'll get it going. Every year she goes, she just wants to be a bit of a bitch. Yeah. Oh yeah, that plug's flooded again. Yeah. Thing. Yeah. Frickin' bastard. Give me the shit sometimes. But it's great to ride if it does actually go. That'll do for now. I need a feed. Well, at least I dug into it and found some things that actually work, so that's good. That starter motor ceased to work, and then it started to work again. I pulled it apart, put it back together. Didn't change nothing. The world's just strange. Getting late. Whew. Yeah, that bloody combustion chamber and the freaking inlet and the carb until the Venturi. It's got way too much of that go sauce. Yeah, because flooded that plug many times, and it reminded me of the what do they call it, Orifice Alley or someone. I can't remember her name. And she, this woman, came up with a solution to the problems that the British fighter pilots were having in the Spitfires in World War II, whereby they would do a bit of a twirl and the carburetor would flood, and they'd cause a stall and she came up with a system to slow down the rate, and utilising a smaller orifice for the fuel flow, and solve the issue, because a lot of pilots were having serious troubles when they stall, and when they're in when they're having battle for their lives kind of things. Yes, I don't recall their name. Ooh. Alrighty then. I really wanted to get a go. It did splutter and have a couple of goes at it, and then immediately flooded again. So I'll just let it dry, and I do believe that diaphragm pump is working, and I do declare that I did clean and definitely improve the idle jet and the main jet even. I didn't have a whole lot of gunk in the float bowl, so yeah. It goes every year. It's just a bitch, and I figured because I have such a rapid fire going on with that starter motor going, I figure this will be a breeze. I just really wanted to. I could have got it going, I believe, but I really wanted to, because it's just such a pain until it gets the revs up and the motor's warm enough, and then she's pretty much alright for the season. Yeah, I can smell the local farm fires. Hope it's not that bloody thing. Well, there you go. Well, everything's disconnected at least, so. Well, that was that. And so it goes. Yeah. I figured, that'll be a breeze, get that going, sort that out, but nah, it's never like that. And so on the morrow I have a mission, and so once I get that sorted out, I have no idea if I'll be back on, don't know, on Saturday maybe? I don't know yet. I'll have to figure it all out. Well, a wonderful day anyways of cursing, and but that it wasn't too bad. Just when you do get it to fire, and it and then fire again, and that's quite it's quite like, man, it could have improved on that, but it's the way it goes. And I do believe when I do get the thing fired up, I'll get this electronic system with a switch thing happening, and I'll be alright. Yeah, there you go. Absolutely glorious weather for a beer size. Just go for a wander of poos. Yeah, really, the breeze is gorgeous, perfect weather. Sometimes I might just go out in the rice fields, wherever's, and just stagger around, carry a whole bag, a shopping bag filled with them, and just get to figure out how far I've gone and how many I've got. Yeah. Scoot along here a bit. There you go. Now I'm gonna go and pick up a little bit of dough. Yes. So that I can begin the mission on the morrow. So I can't go on a beer size because I've got a mission, and it begins early. Nobody likes early. I figured I'll put in a full day today, so that I'll sort of crash out, that's cool. Don't like leaving the day unfulfilled. You want to go, right, there is no issue with it. It's just another one issue to the next. I mean, what the hell am I going to do about that exhaust? I mean, I had 3 welders at one stage, and I don't have any now, but even if I did weld that thing up, it's not gonna conform, Nah. Oh, could hire a welder, I guess. No, I figure the best bet is to, because where it's broken off right at the joint, right? So you know, I was hoping it was just like on the a rounded section where I could get some that exhaust tape putty combination-y stuff, and yeah, slap it on, that'll do. You know it's not going to work very well, but hey, and that ain't the case. And therefore, that's an issue. But I'm thinking of going to say hello to that bloke, and I'm sure he'll have one laying about. I'm sure I'll find a way to get one. It's just got to get the thing to go, but the bloody back pressure it's got some problems. Alright. It has some issues, you know. It perfectly bonds with me in that regard.
Yes. Now,
I do know that there's an ATM machine just up here, so I better stop in there and make that happen. We've got the windows down, it's all glorious with that one, and it's just gorgeous, that breeze, man. Yeah, and you can feel that it's, you know, eventually going to warm up. It's taken its time, that's for certain. Like that one. Do a bit of that one. Easier to stop there. Right then. We'll go to the next thing. No one's watching this shit. Okay, got that sorted out. I was just waltzing along, and I figure I'll check my email-y things. Don't do that very often these days, because not a whole lot's going on. But this bloke, he said to me, hang on, what's he written here? Just got my shogi board in today! Exclamation marky poos. Yeah, that's it. And thank you so much for the delivery. Item has exceeded my expectations. It's much nicer in person. I will be on the lookout. I'll be in the lookout for other shogi boards. I think this was a bloke in France, was he? I think so. It was a sea freight thing, so it takes so bloody long. But I like it when people, sometimes because it takes so long, they can't give me a feedback thing. But it's good to hear, you know. I like that. I really like that. And sometimes people send me pictures of where they've set up statues and all kinds of stuff, you know, over the years that they've bought off me. So it's it can be a real good socially thing, you know, a real good community thing, even though it's from afar. But there's a lot of bad people out there. There is, yeah. So I like this. I will be in the lookout for other show boards. Let me know if others come your way. Take care. I wrote back, great to hear such news. I like that. Did you see my listing for the latest shogi board? I call it the Revival board. I am on my mobile right now, but I will be home soon. Home at the ranch. Yeah, so I'll get the video link and listing info to soldier on. Yeah, see, I like that. Good people like that. Real good people like that. So yeah, because that Revival board, you know, it was sitting there. I saw it 10 years ago. And it was just sitting there, and no one knew who owned it. And yes, the bloke that runs the show, he thought another bloke owned it, and another bloke thought that he owned it, and it's just a laugh. So it sat there for so long. He said to me, "Yeah, it's probably okay to have it." So there you go. I cleaned it all up. God, dusty as, man. Winky cookie. Alright, I'm gonna have to get around to doing something with this. Oh god, all these things that need to be done. Yeah? There's Puddin said, Puddin's Fab Shop, he goes, sitting on your ass won't get the project finished. Handbrake. Right. But I think that everyone that sees that goes, hang on a second here, I'm sitting on my ass watching you complete a project. Yeah, how the hell do we get out of here? Forever without you there. It's forever anywhere. Okay. Yeah. Around here we go this way. 'Cause that way sucks. With your touch my world with your fingertips, and we can forever. I think I'll just listen to that one. There was a time. It's like a shooting star. Always rainy day without you. I like that. Without you, I'm falling apart. Yeah, what I'm thinking of, right? When I finally get that bloody thing to want to go. I've got to put a tyre on the freaking thing. I usually just ride them, well, back in the day when I had dough, I was married and shit, and I just didn't have to worry about anything. So I'd just ride them until the rear tyre would blow, and then I'd ride on the flat and go and get another tyre. I didn't have to worry about money or nothing, man. Anyways, I'm gonna try and find a second-hand tyre from somewhere. God damn it, the way the fucking life goes. I'm gonna have to get an exhaust. But I do believe if I can get the bastard to go and want to start flowing on its own fuel, on its regular juice, you don't want to run those things on high octane because you'll melt your piston. But once it does, and it starts flowing through that freaking newly cleaned your jets, should be okay. It's got all kinds of freaking issues, so I'm thinking of rigging up a switch system, but I believe that the switch itself for the electric start is having similar issues to like that DRZ bike I had at that time, my kid's bike, where that had a short in the switch. So it's probably a pretty a common problem, but I'm thinking of just bypassing that. And hey, I've got that great big bloody battery anyway. That is a 12 volt system, that is a 12 volt dealie, and I don't want to burn the I don't want to destroy the starter motor, or to strip the spline on the bloody thing before I even get the thing to go. That's why I just started trying to kick the thing. Come on, you bastard, go. But yeah, I would be wrapped if I rig up a system for that, until someday I'll get a proper battery for it. And then I'm well keen. Just conceal that's foolishness. Yes. And who knows, maybe the charging system might start working or something if I can sort out that switch system. Who knows? When you're changing lanes, merging into a different lane, you always got to make certain that no dudes on motorcycles are having a right good laughy poos. Yeah, you've got to be really aware of that sort of thing. Driving in Japan is very, very different from Australia, for instance. Like that bloke back there. And they put I'm like, what the hell are the red lights doing up there? As opposed to on the side for our land sort of thing, you know. So it's very, very different. It's vastly different. Anyways, shut down. back to the ranch. There you go. A little bit on the tired side. One evening I came in so bloody tired, I parked in his spot. And he's the son of the bloke, the dude that got the car over there, and I've got another one parked over there. They're good dudes, man. And I wasn't drunk or nothing. I don't drive drunk. I was just so tired, and I just shit, I've done 9 or 8 o'clock. I messaged this bloke about this other board I got then, the revival board. Yeah. Better take this dictionary for tomorrow. And I've got a mission on the morrow. Well keen. Yeah. Sadly though, the bloke that owned the evil one, that beautiful cat, he's like for a couple of weeks here I just didn't go anywhere, and I didn't notice he left. Yeah, he used to live up there, and his car spot was there, and that bloke's cool, he's really funny, lives next door. That's the father of the son over there, and another young guy comes around, they're all into baseball and all. Yeah, he used to be here, real. Even just this very day, I walked out the door, suddenly I thought, shit, that cat came back, you know, just that memory, man. Yeah, a lot of things hurt me, man. Shit. He's a wonderful guy too, I like him. He was the one who informed me that the cat passed away. I nearly fucking burst into tears, man. Yeah, right in front of everybody at that supermarket over there. How can you do? What can you do? Okay, let's get some food on the cook and just try to continue. How about that?
Elemental forces caused the egg to hatch. From it then came a stone monkey. The nature of monkey was irrepressible.